Ladies and gentlemen, we are broadcasting to you live from the Castle on the Hill here at Curtis High School. I'm Tyler Lee, your play-by-play commentator, and I'm joined here today with my color commentator, visual and audio technician, Daniel Newman. Daniel, how you feeling tonight?
We're feeling great. Like always, for football, it is really good.
Yeah, great night here, live on the Castle on the Hill. A little bit of rain issues earlier on in the day. Track was soaked, turf was soaked, but the sun came out for some shine. We're ready to play some football here.
Yeah, I was scared my computer was going to be short-circuited and this would never happen.
As for the teams, if you're not noticed, the Curtis Warriors about to walk out in a moment wearing black tops, white shorts, classic home uniforms, red lettering, and numbers on the front and back of the chest. As for the DeWitt Clinton Generals, gray tops, white pants with the white lettering, and the black helmets with the red stripe down the middle. Damn, Daniel, I'm hyped up for this game. How about you?
I'm hyped up too. Not a lot of people are in attendance, so it won't be your traditional Friday Night Lights game where everybody is super duper hyped up, but it is still football. Aren't you excited for that?
You're definitely excited with Halloween being tomorrow on Friday night. Game was rescheduled to Thursday here at the Castle on the Hill. Curtis trying to bounce back off of a game last week. Daniel, what you got on Curtis last week?
It was a former championship matchup. They versed them last year in December. They lost 35-19, which was a devastating blow for their record, and it put them in at 3 seed, but I think they can come back from it and maybe group up for their game on next Friday against Tottenville.
Yes, like Daniel said last week, Warriors took a loss at Erasmus Hall in Brooklyn, looking to bounce back against the Generals here this week. As we were saying, we can't look past this game, but next week game, definitely a big game. Division number 1 seed and playoff seeding on the line. Definitely need to win that one, but first, you got to focus on the Generals. We'll be back in just a moment here, taking a short break as the Warriors will be walking out onto the home turf. As we are back here at the Castle on the Hill, Warriors looking to bounce back from last week's defeat. They're definitely going to be depending on star skill players. First, for the quarterback for the Warriors, Vin Canzaneri, 1,049 passing yards on the season, 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, as the captains were lining up at the 50-yard line for the coin toss. Other skill position players like running back Quadre Gomez, 58 carries for 436 yards on the season, 8 touchdowns for the Warriors. And skill set wide receivers Akai Lewis and Jaden Melendez firing it up for 6 touchdowns apiece out of the 2 as they look to tack on some more tonight. As for the DeWitt Clinton Governors, led by quarterback Joshua Fapegi, 528 passing yards on the season, 8 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. What do you think of that, Daniel? 6 games, 0 interceptions, hasn't turned over the ball once.
That is pretty impressive. You must be really in the game. You must have your head must not be in the clouds. You really focused, but it sucks that their record is low. You know, he's a really good quarterback, but I see the potential in him. You know.
Talking about being locked in and focused, running back Nishan Berrios definitely locked in for Clinton. 70 yards, 2 touchdowns on the season. So is wide receiver Jay Veer Richardson, 2 touchdowns on the season as well. As both teams are getting hyped up here, as we'll join back you in just a moment for the opening kickoff. As we are set for kickoff here at the Castle, even though the little bit of fans we have, they're all going hyped. Curtis Warriors players on the sideline singing the national anthem before the game, as we did have no national anthem singer, as the Curtis Warriors will be receiving it. Number 5, wide receiver Jaden Melendez back to receive. Lewis and Melendez back set to kick return for the Warriors. As we're about to be underway here at the Castle on the Hill. The Generals versus the Warriors. Clinton the kickoff, onside kick. Ball will not roll past the 10 yards. Will actually come back in Curtis territory. Knocked down by Clinton. Warriors will receive possession at their Clinton 47-yard line. Definitely a crafty decision there by Clinton to attempt an onside kick on the first kick of the game, Daniel.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that move. It was a smart decision knowing that Curtis is very good. They have a high ranking. They're currently the 3rd seed. And, yeah, I think that's a very good decision.
Also, last time we were on a broadcast, Jaden Melendez returned a punt return touchdown, too. Warrior ball respotted at the 45-yard line. Canzoneri in the shotgun, 2 receivers left. Andrada to his right. Gambardella calling plays from the sideline. Canzoneri back in the pocket, stepping up, looking for a man downfield, deflected as he threw. Caught inside the red zone. First play of Kai Lewis. Canzoneri to Lewis gets them down to the 8-yard line as we're only 20 seconds in here and the Warriors are in striking position.
This is wild, Tyler. I wasn't expecting that to be caught. When he caught it, I was just flipping out. That was crazy.
Canzoneri did a great job of stepping up through the pocket after the lineman collapsed. Hit as he threw, but still got the strike downfield as the Warriors look to go hurry up here. We got trips right. Andrada to Canzoneri's left. Canzoneri will take the snap. Hand off to Andrada. He's looking right. He's looking to get outside. Brought down out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Warriors. Warriors have possession on the 2-yard line. Trips left. Handoff inside. Touchdown, Warriors! Within a minute of play here, William Andrada scores the first score of the game as the Warriors take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, Clinton did the onside kick to really avoid what just happened there. What they just did there left me speechless. You know, I'm stammering over my own words. Wow.
13-yard extra point. Giovanni Bernardo, the senior kicker, up to attempt. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is no good. Wide left. As the score remains 6-0, we'll be back in a second as the Warriors will kick it off to the Generals. Warriors lead 6-0. Not even 2 minutes of play here at the Castle on the Hill. Bernardo will look to kick off to the Governors after that missed extra point. Unlike Clinton, Warriors' traditional kickoff to the 20-yard line. Brought down, slipped over his own feet Brought down at the 30-yard line. Governors will have possession. The DeWitt Clinton Governors offense led by quarterback Joshua Upegi, the senior quarterback, 508 yards on the season. Let's see if he can respond here with a drive to even up this game. Upegi hands it off to a tailback. He'll rush for about 3 before brought down at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 7 upcoming here for Clinton. A little bit of commotion there after the play. Refs had to break it up. Ball spotted on the 34-yard line of Clinton. Clinton full back to the right of Upegi, tailback as they have a wing T Army formation, looks like. As we'll have our first penalty flag of the game. Looks like it could be a false start on the Governors. That'll push them back by 5. Still 2nd and 11 here. Clinton looking to capture a first down and keep the momentum going. Same formation as last play. Got 7 on the line. Handoff into a tailback. He's brought back for a loss of 3 on the play. It will be 3rd down and 14. Third and 14, as Clinton can't punt it back to the Warriors here after that quick score within 2 minutes. As the Governors will line up, trips left, tail back to Upegi's right, 1 receiver outright, 5 on the line. Upegi, he'll throw the screen pass inside. Bobbled at first. Big hit to the helmet. Brought down at the 26-yard line. And the Governors are going to have to punt this ball back to the Warriors. The Governors will bring on the punting unit, the special teams, as they'll kick it back to the Warriors, the red-hot offense all year. Jaden Melendez out to return for the Warriors, lined up at their own 45-yard line. Punt return touchdown versus the New York Central Cougars, as that being his only kick return touchdown of the year. Snap is good. Look at the punt. It's tipped and blocked by Curtis defender. Curtis will regain possession here at Clinton's 37-yard line after the tipped punt. Recaptured by the Warrior special teams. The Rifleman, Vin Canzaneri, leads out his red-hot offense onto the field. They'll regain possession at Clinton's 37-yard line. Trips right. Andrada to Canzoneri's right. One receiver left. Canzoneri will take the snap. Handoff inside to Andrada. He is taken down for a gain of 2. As we have a 2nd and 8 upcoming here for the Warriors. We have a man on motion, handoff to the outside. He'll try to break a couple defenders. Laundry on the field, taken down at the 20-yard line. Another penalty thrown at us. We have 2 separate penalties on the play. These penalties might offset, Daniel. Looks like we'll have holding on the Warriors. That will be the only penalty of the play, as the Warriors will be pushed back another 10. Warriors looking to gain momentum back after the penalty. If that run stand by Lewis, would have been a first down in the red zone. Lewis in motion. Canzoneri takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. He looks right. Throw is batted down. 3rd and 18 will come up here for the Warriors.
You know, so far, this Clinton defense is sort of upsetting the Curtis offense. But with their first touchdown, I didn't think that. I thought this could be a pretty good win for the Warriors, but I guess not.
You're definitely right, Daniel. We have trips right. Timeout called by Clinton. We'll be back in just a moment after this timeout. We're back here and playing action. 5:45 left on the clock in the first quarter. Warriors facing a 3rd and long here. Clinton didn't look like they didn't like what they were seeing out of the huddle. Calls timeout. 2 timeouts remaining in the half for them. Warriors still have all 3. Canzoneri out the shotgun again, like he's been doing all night. Trips right, 1 receiver left. He'll drop back to pass. Canzoneri looking deep. He has a man down the left sideline. Tipped out. Akai Lewis tried to make that catch, as the Warriors will face a 4th and long, and they will bring on the special teams unit.
That was another crazy play by Vin Canzoneri. I thought maybe they had a chance. As soon as I saw him lean back, I knew he couldn't catch that. So, yeah. It's upsetting for the Warriors, and it will be Clinton's ball next.
Yeah, the Warriors defense definitely trying to pick up the slack. After the Warriors offense gave it back, if we have a good punt here by Bernardo, Clinton might be pinned back in their own 10-yard line. Great job by Canzoneri, though, stepping up, evading the pressure in the pocket, just out of the hands of Lewis, as we have a 4th down. Bernardo's back to punt. Line drive punt over the heads of the kick returner in the end zone for a touchback. Clinton will get the ball at their own 20-yard line. No, it's on there. Oh, he did on the thing. That's fine. What? Clinton looking to make a drive down the field and tie this game up. 5:32 remaining in the first quarter here of play. Warriors only have a 6-0 lead. Unlikely for them to have only a one-score lead this far deep in the first quarter this year. We have Laundry on the field, another penalty. Looks like it will be on the Warriors here as a 5-yard penalty for offsides. We'll bring up a 1st and 5 here at the 25-yard line of Clinton. Even though with a record of 1-5, DeWitt Clinton is definitely bringing the energy here on the sidelines. You hear them screaming every 3rd down, every 4th down, every play, really.
Yeah, I think this might be an upset if they really give it their best, Clinton. As I said, the quarterback has potential with 0 interceptions so far, but I don't know anything about the Curtis defense. They might be good, they might be bad, but maybe they can break that.
Yeah, the Warriors defense is definitely led by Division I commit Jared Sarate on the D line. Let's see if he can get some QB pressures here as Upega will put a man in motion. He set back the pass. Screen pass just wide of a run tailback on the screen pass. 2nd and 5. Clinton's offense definitely needs to get going if they want to win this game. Warriors' last strides halted back by a holding call on 2nd and 8. Brought them back to 3rd and 18 where they unsuccessful deep ball downfield to Lewis. After a punt and a touchback and a penalty, we're here at the 25-yard line. One receiver left, tailback, following Upegi's back, with a fullback out to his right. Upegi will take the snap, hand off to a tailback. Warriors defense breaks through the O-line, brought down by Sarate as they have a 3rd and 8 upcoming here for the Governors. Governors will break out the huddle here. 3rd and 6. Definitely need a conversion. Got to get to the 30-yard line for a new set of downs. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Tailback in the backfield. Upega will take the snap. He looks just over the head of Pastrana, looking for that screen pass as another 4th and 6 here for Clinton. Looks like they might have to punt it back to the Warriors. Governors will indeed bring out the special teams unit. It will be really risky here with the Warriors' red-hot offense. If you turn it over on downs, give them great field position just 5 yards outside the red zone.
You know, if Clinton upsets the Warriors, I think they'll leave a permanent record on their seed placement and their future in the playoffs.
Melendez back to receive. He fakes a fair catch at the 45, brought down by Clinton, but the Warriors will have it on Clinton's side of the field at the 42-yard line. We'll be back in just a moment after this stoppage in play. Warriors offense back out on the field here after a 3-and-out last possession. Cantoneri out of a gun. He'll hand it off to a tailback. Looks like that's Quadre Gomez. He found the outside lane. Stiff arms the defender. He's in the end zone for a Tardis touchdown. But wait, flag on the field. Will this play be called back? Indeed it will. Holding on the Curtis offensive line will bring back a 41-yard touchdown, as we'll have a first down and 20 from the Warriors' 49-yard line. If that play stood, definitely would have been a huge momentum boost for the Warriors. Gomez's first carry of the game. He almost took that to the house if it wasn't for the penalty marker on the field. Cantoneri calling out adjustments, puts Melendez in motion, handoff to Melendez. He's on the right, few blockers out right. He keeps on going, brought out of bounds at about the 33-yard line of Clinton. Warriors will be facing a 2nd and 3. $17-yard gain on the carry there from Melendez. Sorry, brought out of bounds earlier, 5 yards before the gain to the first down marker to gain, as the Warriors will have it at the 36-yard line. Melendez in motion, fakes the handoff. They'll give it to Gomez, the tailback. He's got the first down, brought down at the 26-yard line. Warriors advancing near the red zone. A new, fresh set of downs here for the Warriors, as they look to take a 12-0 lead before the extra point. Got 5 linemen on the line, joined by a tight end here. Cantoneri in the pocket. He takes a snap. He looks left. Screen pass. Gomez wasn't quite ready for that pass, as we'll have a 2nd down and 10 for Curtis.
You know, I think Curtis might be getting a little cocky. They thought maybe this could be an easy win due to each other's placements, but apparently that's not the case. So the Warriors have to put a pep in their step with their scoring.
Warriors sitting at the 3 seed as we speak. Clinton at the 8 seed looking for that playoff sneak-in looking for that playoff sneak-in here, maybe a better seed and potentially a first-round matchup against the Warriors. As of right now, Curtis will be taking off Eagle Academy from Brooklyn in a first-round matchup. Melendez in motion. Handoff will be given to Melendez. He has a few blockers out left. Jukes past the defender. Inside the 10. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he shoved onto the track here. Curtis, penalty marker thrown here as all hell is broken loose here on the castle on the hill. Pardon me, Taranio Lewis was on the carry from the motion. Brought it down at the 8-yard line. Let's see what the shenanigans after the play will cause. Could potentially have 2 offsetting personal foul penalties. Unnecessary roughness called on Clinton will bring the Warriors down to the 5-yard line. As Cantoneri will work out the gun. Gomez to his left. 2 receivers right. Lewis to his left. Handoff is inside to Gomez. He has a lane. Touchdown, Warriors! No flag on the play this time. Touchdown will stand as the Warriors take a 12-0 lead with 3:12 left here to play in the first quarter.
Great play for the Warriors. Next step for their possible win in this game, whether that be...
Bernardo here on for a second extra point attempt of the game. The 18-yard extra point. Missed his first one just a little bit wide left. Let's see if he can make an adjustment to put the Warriors up by 13. As Clinton will jump offside here, looking to potentially make a block on the kick. Coach Gambardell will decline the penalty. They'll redo the 18-yard field extra point kick. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick by Bernardo. Up through the uprights. 13-0, the Warriors lead. We'll be back in just a moment. The Warriors will be kicking it off to Clinton. Can they create something on offense? We'll see. We'll be back in just a moment here on Curtis High School TV Media. After the touchdown, Warriors kicking it off to Clinton. 2 men back there to receive for the Governors. Clinton making some last-minute substitutions here, making sure they have 11 men on the field. Bernardo looks to kick it off. Little squib kick here. Lands at the 30-yard line. Clinton will just jump on it. Brought down all the way back. Forward progression will give them a 21-yard line, looks like. Spot here as they'll take it over at the 21-yard line here. 79 yards to go to the end zone. Rather than the onside kick Clinton tried on the first play of the game, Warriors elected a more squib kick style, not kicking it fully back, pinning them down at the 10-yard line. As we actually, it is the second quarter here of play here at Curtis. Referees we didn't even see the signal here didn't even see a signal here. But anyways, second quarter here of action. Warriors lead 13-0 as we have a fresh 12 minutes here on the clock. As we have a flag on the play, looks like either too many men on the field here for Clinton or the play clock expired. Not sure what happened, but Clinton pushed back another 5 yards. Ball will be spotted on, looks like the 17-yard line. Upegi in the gun. Tailback to his left. 2 receivers out right. 1 out to his left. He'll hand it off to the tailback. Looks like no gain on the play. We have a 2nd and 10 again from the 15-yard line. Second down and 15 here for the Governors. Upegi will come back in the shotgun. He has a man on tailback on the wheel. Trying to make a move past the defender. Brought down at the 26-yard line for a gain of 9 on the play. 3rd and 6 upcoming here for Clinton. Third down and 6 here for the Governors. Can their offense finally get it going with 10 minutes and 35 seconds left to play in the second quarter? Ball on their own 27-yard line. Upegi tailback to his right. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. He passes. Looks over the middle. He has a man down the field. Brought down at the 37-yard line. Will be the Governors' first down of the ball game. As we have a no-name on the roster with the reception.
Yeah, Tyler, it's really hard to prepare for a game. We decided to at minutes' notice. You know, I went to Gambardella today and said, hey, should we do a broadcast today? And he's like, yeah, sure. So that's pretty much how we ended up here, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're taking these rosters off the official PSAL site. I don't have a number 13 listed here, but there's 4 people on the bottom without a number. 1 listed with the last name Archibald, head coach of Curtis High School basketball. Same last name. Upegi snaps back the pass. Ball is picked off by the Warriors. Off of the deflection. Penalty flag on the field.
As that flag is thrown, I wonder who it will be, because I am one.
Canzoneri thought that he was running back on the field. He's walking off now. Crowd not liking the call. Looks like it will be a pass interference call and an unnecessary roughness call on the Warriors. Sorry, flags on both teams. Reset off each other. We'll redo first down and 10 here at the 40-yard line. .928 on the game clock here in the second quarter. Upegi in the shotgun. Haven't seen one quarterback go under center just yet. As it looks like the Warriors might send the blitz. They will send the blitz. Handoff inside, brought down for a negative gain of 2 yards at the 38-yard line. Second down and 12. As we have yet another penalty flag on the field. It looks like an injured man is down for the Warriors. We'll come right back after this intermission of play here on Curtis High School. The first media broadcast here on Curtis YouTube channel. We'll be back in just a moment. penalty was called on the play here. Looks like it was on the Warriors, on the defense. Yes, it will, as there will be a new set of downs here. The change will be moving. Looks like the ball will be placed on the, I was about to say, 46, 47-yard line here. As Clinton, for the first time this game, has entered the Warriors' side of the field. Peggy in the pocket. Out of the shotgun. Tight ends lined up on the line. Fake the handoff. Motion out right to the receiver. Makes a move past one. Brought down for a positive gain of 4 yards. That was number 18, also a no name on the roster, as another penalty marker has been thrown on the field. If this is on the Warriors, that's been the 6th penalty so far in the game. Warriors definitely need to keep their cool here. Half of this drive gained by Clinton has been on penalties. Can't let Clinton get in your own half based on penalties. As actually, reverse call. Penalty is actually on the Governors. That will bring them back. After the reaction from the Curtis sideline looked like the flag was on them. Referees had other ideas in mind. Clinton will get the ball on their own 44-yard line. As we have a first down and 20 here. 9 minutes and 1 second left here on the play clock. Upegi in the pocket, in the shotgun. Tailback. As he has 2 receivers to his right. Is actually with the motion. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. As we have a little bunch formation here. Upegi will take the snap. Handoff right to a tailback. Clinton offensive line keeps on pushing. Looks like about a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd down and about 14 here for the Governors. It's like we have a 3rd down and 15 here from Clinton's own 49-yard line. 8:10 left on the play clock. The Warriors lead over the Governors 13-0. As this is definitely a big game for the seeding purposes for the Warriors in the PSAL 4A division. Second charge timeout called by the offense. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Castle on the Hill here at Curtis High School. After the whistle and the timeout was blown, a penalty on the defense, a personal foul, will give the Governors a new set of downs. First down here on the Warriors' 36-yard line. Penalties have been a crucial part of the game here, mostly called on the defense. A couple holding calls there, and there for the offensive line for the Warriors, but the Warriors got to keep their cool here. Most of those penalties being unnecessary penalties like personal fouls or unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, Curtis isn't really known for their penalties. It's very shocking to me that they have this many.
Ooh, Peggy stepping back. He looks. Does he have a man deep? Batted out of the hands of a Warrior defender and a Governor offensive receiver. After the incompletion, injured man on the field looks like to be the quarterback. Joshua Upegi will be back here in just a moment after the injury timeout. Star quarterback Joshua Upegi, just a bad thing you want to see there, even if you're a Curtis fan or not. Limping off the field, holding his right arm, taking a seat on the bench. Curtis medical staff over there. Interested to see who the Governors will bring in at quarterback here. Their star quarterback is down with an injury. As we still have 7 minutes and 49 seconds left here in the second quarter. Second down and 10 yards to game. Looks like we will have looks like number 11, the sophomore, Le'Ron Washington. Washington will take it, handoff given to a inside tailback. He'll drive past a couple defenders for a gain of 5 on the play. Third down and 6 here for the Governors. So the sophomore having to take the role of the senior here as he's sidelined with an injury right now. Listed down as a roster as a wide receiver in DB, so it looks like he's playing out of position.
Yeah, the quarterback injury is nothing good for Clinton. Their star quarterback is very good. 0 interceptions, as you said. He's really locked in, but I'm not saying that this sophomore is that bad.
Yeah, definitely. Washington rocking the double gloves as we have a 4-minute warning here. Clock will stop at 4 minutes. Like I was saying, Washington rocking the double glove style. Not usually what you see after the quarterback, but it is getting cold down on the field. Washington fullback to his right, tailback behind him. He looks back to pass. Escapes the pocket. He's looking right. He makes the throw. Throws it out of bounds. As we will have a 4th down and 5 here. With 3 minutes and 54 seconds left to play. At the Warriors' own 31-yard line. Looks like the ball just slipped out of the fingertips of Washington there as he was trying to roll out the pocket. Governors being in the Warriors' own half. Looks like they're going for it here on 4th down. Same formation as last play. Fullback to his right. tailback behind him, one receiver to his left, as the Warriors will jump offside. Based on the placement, it could either be a 4th and 1 here or a new set of downs here, as yep, the chains will be moved. We have a first down, new pair of downs off the penalty, as Clinton is only 5 yards away from a red zone.
You know, the first and 10 could really save them, especially when they have a new fresh quarterback running a 4th down.
Yeah, Lerone Washington just trying to get his feet wet here. Definitely did not think that he was going to be dragged into this position early on here in the game. Washington will take the snap. Hand off to the tailback. He'll drive forward to the right for about 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8, upcoming for the Generals. Huddle camera definitely doing a great job here on the camera.
They say AI is going to take your jobs, and that is pretty true with cameramen. I mean, it's doing a pretty good job, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, definitely like a lot of the stream websites, I know all the Catholic schools, they stream it on something called Local Live. They have a camera for that too. A lot of the public schools stream it on Huddle. And I mean, yeah, the difference between a modern, normal cameraman to a AI camera tracking the ball is definitely a huge difference. Washington remains in the game. Receiver in motion, fakes the handoff. He's looking left. He has a man over the middle. Broken up. Great defense there by the Warriors. 3rd down and 8. Here with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Warriors, all 3 of their timeouts. Clinton only have 1 timeout remaining.
You know, I thought that pass could have been complete. The fresh new quarterback could have shown his talents, and Clinton could have had a brighter future or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Washington just a little bit behind his receiver, streaking down the middle. Looks like he ran an inside slant route there, as we have a 3rd down and long upcoming here. You know, Daniel, high school kickers, you think a kicker here would be able to bang this 38-yard field goal?
Maybe. Who knows?
Well, looks like we have another. We don't know here, though. We might have a false start on the Governors. That will push them back by 5. 3rd and 13 here, and that definitely kills any chance of being in field goal position for a high school kicker.
Yeah, you know, I think the field goal range for a high school kicker would be somewhere around the 25-yard line. I could be mistaken, but that sounds reasonable to me, you know?
Yeah, Giovanni Bernardo, kicker for the Warriors, the senior, hit a 44-yard field goal earlier on in the season. He's definitely got the boot for it. As Washington will give his head coach's play call. Upegi is not on the field right now as we speak. Looks like he might not be returning for the rest of this ball game. Clinton a little mixed up here on the positioning by the wide receivers. Looks like we have 2 receivers left. Man in motion, getting set on the right. Tight end also. Tailback to the right of Washington. Warriors send the blitz. Washington in the pocket. The ball is out. It's loose. Picked up by the Warriors. They'll regain possession off the turnover at the Clinton's 49-yard line. Like we said earlier, Upegi not a single turnover on the season yet, as his absences is definitely going to play a huge role in this game for the Clinton offense. Warriors will regain possession here off the forced fumble. Looks like at their own 49-yard line, just a little inch off of the midfield marker. As they look to score here before the half. All 3 timeouts remaining. Canzoneri, he'll throw it out to receiver. Down the right side flat. He'll juke a defender. He'll cut inside. Penalty marker on the play as he is brought down at Clinton's 33-yard line. It looks like Coach Gambardella has called a timeout as we await the penalty marker on the play. What was the that guy came running in through.
You know, a lot of flags in this game, and it left me wondering will this impact the Warriors or Clinton in the future?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Coach Gambardella did a great job all half, keeping all 3 of his timeouts. Just used his first one there with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left on the clock. Being high school football, there is no 2-minute warning, unlike NFL or college football. As the Warriors look to get in the red zone here. Canzoneri under a gun. 3 receivers left. 1 tailback left. He'll throw it off. On the screen pass. Jukes past 1 defender. Brought down for a positive gain of 3 yards. 2nd and 7 upcoming here. As another timeout called by the Warriors. Second charge timeout of the half. Nysar Myers helped get the Warriors into this field possession after picking up that fumble. Quarterback looking to throw deep, just slipped out the hands. Myers able to regain it up at the 50-yard line as the Warriors are striking down the field. Definitely in field goal range right now as they look to enter the red zone. Out of the timeout. Looks like we have trips right for the Warriors. Tailback to the right of Canzoneri. 1 receiver out left. The rifleman takes a snap. He rolls out to the right. Looking right. He evades the pocket. Incomplete pass. Attended to a Curtis receiver on the right. Looks like no penalty marker on the field. Warriors sideline screaming for one as the incomplete pass will put the clock to a halt here with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the second quarter.
You know, Vin Canzoneri is a really good player when it comes to pressure. He really knew what to do, and unfortunately he did not complete the pass, but that was very impressive, wasn't it?
Yeah, like Daniel just said, Canzoneri under pressure had to substitute in and lead a comeback for the Warriors last year in the PSAL 4A championship versus Erasmus Hall. As we have 3rd and 7, the Clinton sidelines rocking. Throw deep into the end zone. Incomplete. Attended for a receiver inside the 10-yard line. That was Melendez. Broken out of his hands. Looks like we have an injured player down on the field for Clinton. And we have a 4th down and 7. Will the Warriors bring on Bernardo for the kick?
You know, you said that he made that 44-yarder. So if they're doing that, if they're kicking the ball, then it's pretty much going to be in the bag for Curtis, you know?
Timeout called here by the referees. Want to check up on a Clinton player that was down after the play. Ball spotted right now at the 24-yard line. It will be a 34-yard field goal. Sorry, 41-yard field goal here for the Warriors. 3 yards less than Bernard's best kick on the season, as we have a timeout here called on the field. Daniel. I have the timeout. Warriors electing to keep their offense on the field, not bringing out the special teams unit for Bernard's leg for the 41-yard field goal. 2 receivers left. Tailback to Cantonary's left. That's Andrada. 2 receivers right. Cantonary back to pass. He's looking left. Long pass to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown Warriors. Cantonary escapes the pocket and lofts the pass into the back of the end zone as the Warriors have a 19-0 lead here with 1 minute and 49 seconds left here in the half.
Yeah, that was a very impressive catch by what receiver was that again?
Looks like it might have been a Kai Lewis on the play there for the touchdown.
Yeah, very good with traffic and long passes, and it's just very impressive what he can do. I think that can carry on to maybe college even.
Yeah, great job there by Lewis to make the catch there from Cantonary. I'm watching the huddle highlights every day in class as Bernardo makes the extra point. Warriors lead 20-0. Like I was saying, Daniel, in our media class, I'm doing every day. We're making huddles, we're watching highlights, and I always see that Cantonary to a Kai Lewis deep ball for a touchdown. It's kind of like you see that every single game.
Yeah, they always have some sort of chemistry that you just can't fathom. Like, it's just always the deep passes. It's like when you're playing Madden and you throw them deep, and it's just like unrealistic, but it is realistic because it's live.
Yeah, great Madden reference there by Daniel. Wide receiver core for the Warriors: Melendez, Elam, Lewis, Aguilar doing a great job this season. That will be Akai Lewis's 3rd receiving touchdown on the season as the Warriors lead 20-0 here at half. As Bernardo is set to kick it off to the Governors. After the main extra point, Bernardo looking to kick it off here to the Governors. Instead of the squib kick this time, he'll unleash it all down, rolls into the end zone for a touchback. Clinton will receive it on their own 20-yard line.
For having me in the booth. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, thank you to our scoreboard operator here, Mr. DeRazzo here, weightlifting teacher here at Curtis. Does a great job with all the students in the weightlifting room. And a great job on the scoreboard, too. Clinton electing to take a knee and bring this to the half. Warriors lead 20-0 at the break. We'll be back in just a few moments for maybe our very own halftime show, maybe a food review. How you like that, Daniel?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Sounds like a good idea. Let's see how it turns out. We're going to run to the concession stand and check out what kind of grub they have.
Yeah, we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Okay, we are back with our food review. Just cut to. All right, so we got the hot dogs, and the lady was nice enough to give us some gushers too. So
Yeah, definitely food review for the halftime. We got some hot dogs. I didn't bring over the ketchup or mustard or whatever condiments you want to put on it. Just straight up plain hot dog, and plus the water that we have too. Daniel's got some gushers, so we'll take one bite. Everybody knows the rule.
we better not get copyrighted for that. All right, looks a little wrinkly on the tip. Overall it's still good. It still looks good. Very juicy. Very hot doggy.
I'm gonna say a 8.5.
Yeah.
I feel like well deserved. Good hot dog. I mean, would be higher if I had some ketchup on it, but definitely a good made hot dog. I'll go at 8.5.
Yeah, I feel like this is something you get at like the family barbecue. Just really good.
Yeah, definitely great hot dog here made by the Curtis High School snack bar. Actually, they were telling us the game against Tannerville next week that they're going to have empanadas, hot dogs, cheeseburgers. They're going to have everything on the cooking up on the grill. So we'll have more diversity for the next time we have a halftime show. But great dogs. Thank you. We're going to finish these, and we'll come back in 4 minutes and 50 seconds for more second half action here on the Castle on the Hill after Daniel tests out his gushers.
Yeah, so very good dog. I'm going to try to unwrap my foil. I can. I'm just going to put it on the rosters real quick.
What do you think, guys? Can I taste the gusher? I haven't had one in years.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, guest review? Get him in, dude.
All right.
Come in here.
We're going to have the weightlifting coach come in here as well.
Yeah, we got Mr. DeRazzo here. He said he hasn't ate a Gushers in years, so he's got to come and taste one.
What year? Yeah, it must have been at least 15 years ago since my last gusher.
15 years ago.
All right.
Looks like we got a red one.
Got the red flavor.
Here's mine.
Nice viscosity from that liquid in there. Little fruit punch taste. Reminds me of a sweet Kool-Aid on a hot summer day.
Like that, a sweet
Delicious.
Kool-Aid.
9.1.
9.1. Wow, high rating there. Looks like well deserved. Coach Murray, you got to get in here? You want one?
Deserved rating.
You want one, Coach Murray?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. All right.
All right.
Newman, what was your rating on the hot dog, Newman?
8.5.
8.5 all around? It's a good dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good dog.
Solid dog.
Would you say the line is going to be down the block next week?
Yeah, definitely. Next week line's going to be down the block. But luckily there'll be a variety of food, so there'll still be some food left over. But we'll come back here in 3 minutes. We're going to finish our food. More second half action here on the Castle on the Hill. Curtis leads 20-0 over the Governors. It is officially about to be the third quarter of play here at Curtis. Welcome back after the quick halftime break with a food review here. I guess you could say first ever Curtis High School Media food review at the halftime show. Warriors received the ball in the first half. They will be kicking it off to the Governors. Bernardo kicks it back. Clinton will receive it at their own 10-yard line. Making a move out left. Brought down at the 13-yard line. Warriors pin the Governors all the way back in their own half to start the third quarter. Ball will be placed on the 15-yard line as the Warriors defense haven't given up a point yet this game, even though a lot of penalties, getting near that multiple-digit numbers. But Warriors defense able to be keeping their cool here out of the halftime. Coach Gambo definitely gave a fired-up speech to the defense to keep their cool because, you can't beat yourself. You got to win this game. Washington still in at quarterback for the Governors. Looks like Upegi must be banged up. I don't even really see him on the sidelines at all. As a gain of 2 on the play. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 here for the Governors.
Even after scoring 20 points in the first half, the Coach Gambardello was really fired up in the locker room. He was targeting more of the defense,
Yeah, definitely Washington put in a tough spot this game, having to lead the offense after Upegi went down with an arm injury early on in the second quarter. Cole has played back. Looks like we have a laundry on the field. Like we have should be a penalty on the Warriors. Looks like maybe a jumping. No penalty on the play. Referee's timeout. A penalty on the play after the 2nd and 9. Ball will be moved up from the 16-yard line to the 21. For 2nd down and 5 yards. It's tough to see when I have a big block, making me think that I'm at Wrigley Field here. I got a big beam block right in front of me in the press box here. Washington under the pocket. He sets. Handoff not really so smoothly there. Warriors make them pay, bring them back to the official 16-yard line, looks like, maybe. Looks like we'll have a 3rd down and 10. Ball placed on the 19-yard line of the Governors. 2 minutes have been already played here in the second half. Clinton looking to draw their way back in the game. Washington hands it off to his tailback. He'll make a move out left. Negative game on the play. The ball is loose. Referees will call the play dead. Looks like we'll have a 4th down and 13. Governor is going to have to give the ball back to the Warriors. as Melendez trots on the field for the kick return. Snap is good. The kick is up. A long kick bouncing from Melendez. He'll pick it up at the 40. Jukes past one man. Makes another man miss. Ooh, brought down by 2 defenders. Right back up, though, as the Warriors will take over control at the Governor's 33-yard line. Canzoneri will trot on with the Warriors offense onto the field. Red hot offense as they've been doing all season long. Canzoneri out of the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to his right. Sends a man in motion. He'll take the snap. Handoff inside. Negative gain on the play. Clinton's defensive line able to break through the offensive line of the Warriors, as Andrada will be brought down for loss of 2 on the play, as we have a 2nd down and 12 upcoming. Warriors making some substitutions here on the offensive line, subbing in the underclassmen, both sophomores. As we have a 2nd down and 12 here from Clinton's 36. Canzoneri looks out wide. He has a screen pass to a man, Lewis. Lewis jukes past 1 defender. He's through the 20. Stiff arm the defender, brought down at Clinton's 13-yard line. The Warriors are in the red zone with a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 from about the 13-yard line.
You know, I thought Vincent Canzoneri was just going to lob it from the 30-yard line and just find a man in the end zone, but apparently not when he threw that to
Lewis.
Yeah, and he gained some yards moving the chains.
Yeah, Warriors love to run that play where they set 3 receivers going deep. 1 receiver hangs back for the screen pass, as the Warriors had the ball within the red zone, and I'm being blocked by a beam here. Official delay of game here called on the Warriors. Play clock ran down before the snap. Loss of 5. Still, they'll be in the red zone. But now they face a 1st and 15. Canzoneri calling out cadence to his receivers. 3 receivers right. Canzoneri, he looks right, steps up in the pocket, avoids the tackles. He's on the run inside the 10. He'll be brought down at the 9-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the play. Warriors will have the ball at Clinton's 9-yard line. Sorry, 11-yard line as they face a 2nd and 7. Once again, trips right. Lewis, lone receiver to the left. Andrada, tail back to Canzoneri's right. Canzoneri, he'll look right. He has a wide open man. Ooh, slightly overthrown. As the Warriors will face a 3rd and 7. If that pass would have been completed, Melendez would have had a walk-in touchdown, but it said 3rd and 7 for the Warriors. They'll have to try and do it again. It looks like he needs the hot chocolate. I got the beanie on. I love that beanie. Canzoneri, he'll hand it off to a tailback. He'll bring them down to the 5-yard line. Looks like we have a 4th and 2 upcoming here. Warriors not yet get the first down marker, as they will keep the offense out on the field and go for it on 4th down. Fourth down and 2. Canzoneri, he'll give it to the tailback. Andrada is in the end zone. He breaks the crease for the touchdown. Curtis, 26-0 lead here with 5:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Andrade, the 4th touchdown scorer of the game for the Warriors, as he tacks on his 1st of the game on a 4th down and 2 run up the gut, as Bernardo will look to tack on this lead by 1. Bernardo right through the uprights, as the Warriors will lead 27-0. We'll come back in just a hot second. Warriors kicking off to Clinton, up 27-0. 5:30 left in the 2nd half. We are back here in action. 5:30 left in the 3rd quarter. First broadcast on Curtis High School Media TV on the YouTube channel. Go leave a subscribe and leave a comment down in the comment section below. Bernardo will kick it off. Received at the 20-yard line. Advanced by 5 yards before getting brought down. 1st and 10 for the Governors at their own 25-yard line. As actually, we'll have the 4th quarter of play here. Warriors being up by a lot. The clock's running on every play. As we enter the last quarter of play here on the Castle on the Hill. Warriors lead 27-0. We'll be back in just a minute. We are back. 4th quarter action here on the Castle on the Hill. Even some people call it Hogwarts, the way that the end zone looks onto the building of the school. Clinton, the Governors, will have possession here, 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Washington still in the game here, replacing the injured Upegi. Washington looks like he'll take it himself, fakes the handoff as he has a negative loss of a yard here. 2nd and 11 will follow. Washington looks like he was a little mixed up there on his decision making. It looked like an RPO play. They had a receiver running a slant route over the middle and 2 guys, one receiver in motion, a tailback, both going darting to the left side. Washington chose to keep it himself and lost 2 yards on the play. Washington in the shotgun. Send the receiver in motion. Snap never took off the ground. Little bobblish there. Washington could do nothing but jump over it to cause any more further harm. And then within 2 plays, Washington and the Governors are brought all the way back to a 3rd and 15. Washington will hand it off to his tailback. He's looking right. Picks up about a gain of 6 on the play. 4th down and 8 upcoming here for the Governors. Fourth down and 7 here. 7 yards to gain for the Governors. 9:40 left in the 4th quarter. Will this be the last chance as the Warriors will actually jump offside here for the 5-yard penalty? Bring it a little bit closer. Now we have a 4th down and about 2. As the Governors look to keep the drive going. You know, one thing that I mentioned when I was doing a broadcast on Sunday for some men's league baseball, that momentum that you got to bring in the next game is key. Even though the Governors, it's not looking like they're going to win this game, but you know they got to ride off some momentum, maybe score a touchdown in the last minutes, and just ride the momentum into practices in their game next week, which they're actually going to travel back to the island to play against the Port Richmond Raiders next Sunday. Fourth down and 2. Clinton looking to gain a 1st down on the play. Receiver in motion. Washington in the shotgun. As Warriors will jump offsides yet another time on this drive, will give the Governors a 1st down. Curtis definitely did a great job of having a game plan before they came into tonight. Coach Gambardella definitely had a great game plan. And also, shout out to Coach Gambardella for helping us set up this game. Me and Daniel, we didn't even know we were broadcasting this game until we walked into his room first period, and we were like, yeah, we're broadcasting tonight.
Yeah, I mentioned that before. I just walked in there and said, hey, another broadcasting company dipped on us. Can we broadcast? And he's like, sure, just use the press box.
Yeah, Nobody Cares Sports was going to broadcast this game. Shout out to Dan Chenard also helping us with some of the stuff here. He was going to broadcast, but with the equipment, with the weather being so bad, with the equipment getting wet, we were like, you know what, we just might take the risk because we have the hooked up to the huddle cameras
which is hopefully waterproof.
Yeah, it's looking so far like it is waterproof, but the huddle camera, the AI camera, is definitely doing a great job tonight.
Yeah, great job on Huddle's hand for pretty much everything. Pretty much everything visual.
Yeah, Clinton looks like we have a 2nd down and 10 here. Looking to just ride this momentum out for the rest of the game. 6:50 left. Game clock running down as we speak. Second down and 10. Washington sends a man in motion. Another bobbled snap. Washington can do nothing but jump on it. Looks like we will have a 3rd down and 16 here as the Governors face yet another 3rd and long opportunity. Curtis defense did a great job tonight. Besides the penalty flags, they got over that as they have had maybe about a couple penalty markers in the second half. But the Warriors defense definitely doing a great job tonight. As of right now, they remain yet another team to a donut. 0 points scored on the night by the Governors. 3rd and 14. Washington will roll out the pocket. He throws a short pass, incomplete. Intended for a tailback on the screen. 4th and 14. And Clinton will bring on the special teams unit to give it back to the Warriors. Governors electing the punt kick returner Jaden Melendez coming onto the field here, lined up at his own 45-yard line.
Really great player, Melendez. He was nominated Player of the Week once for Forgotten by 4, if I'm not mistaken, and he got the punt return touchdown for Pierce Newdorf.
Oh, wow. So a line drive kick took a deflection off of a Curtis man on special teams. Looking to create a block, went off the foot. Clinton, after a couple bobbles, was able to regain possession. Looks like Clinton. Looks like a little bit of some heated scuffles going on at the end of the game here. Referees say Warriors ball. As we've officially hit the 4-minute warning here, Warriors will regain possession here on Clinton's own 49-yard line. Cantoneri trotting this Warriors offense on the field. Could this be the last time we get to see the Warriors offense on the field? We got trips. We got 2 receivers right. Tailback to the left. Cantoneri will send the man in motion. Hill hands it off to the tailback. Running inside. Gain of about 8 on the play. Couple yards short of the first down. Won't probably see much passing game out of the Warriors here, as there being 3 minutes and 24 seconds left. Yep, they'll hand it off to a tailback. Looking to break a couple tackles. He's got a first down. He's out to the left. Penalty marker on the play. Inside the 10, 5. Touchdown, Warriors. Penalty marker on the play. Holding at the 20-yard line. Touchdown will be called back to Ronio Lewis. Would have had a sick rushing touchdown there on second down. Instead, called back for a holding.
That touchdown could have sealed their victory if it weren't for the flag.
Yeah, with the Warriors already being up 27-0, coach is just looking to run out the clock here. Get this game done with. And Curtis, as of right now, is walking out of here with another win where they let their opponents score 0 points. Canzaneri in the shotgun. 2 receivers right. Tailback to his left. He'll hand it off. Tailback eating it up. And the ball is loose. A fumble. The Governors will pick it up. Touchdown on the fumble recovery. Even though they're down 27-6. Clinton is going crazy here on the sidelines. As looks like maybe a failed transition from Canzaneri to the tailback. Or maybe a fumble here punched out. But anyways, Clinton was able to pick it up for the scoop and score. Let's see if Clinton maybe has a little late game juice in them, Daniel, right?
Yeah. Also, something that I noticed, it's not really true anymore, but whenever anybody broadcasts a Curtis football game, it always ends in 0. But I guess that's not the case. I guess my superstition is fake.
You know what we call that, Daniel? An announcer's jinx. Of course, when me and Daniel were hyping up that they were giving up 0 points, that another donut would be another scoreless game by the defense. Well, honestly, the points wasn't given up by the defense. It was a turnover by the offense, but still. Let's see if the Governors will be going for 2 or 1 here. Looks like maybe a play clock issue. As referee intervenes the huddle here. Governor is electing to go for 2 here. Washington in the shotgun. Fullback to his right. That's the big man, Guillermo Macias, the senior. Tailback behind him. Handoff is to the tailback. He'll run outside. Drags 2 defenders into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. And the score is 27-8. The Warriors lead here. 2:51 left, and Clinton could cause another turnover there in business, Daniel. After the Clinton score, we'll bring it over to our press box that we got here in Curtis. Definitely warm in here, unlike the play on the field. Doing a great job. It was a little wet when we walked in here, but definitely a great setup. Shout out to Mr. Gamardell and Daniel for helping us set up all this stuff. As we'll bring it action back over to the field. Warriors lead 27-8 and then receive the kickoff from the Governors. So now, Daniel, something interesting to see as we looked on earlier in the game. First play of the game on the kickoff. They went for the onside kick as they will go for the onside kick again. Unsuccessful attempt as they tried to catch the Warriors special teams off guard. Warriors will regain possession at the 50-yard line, trying to put this game to bed.
Yeah, it looks like Curtis is gonna try to burn the clock any way they can.
Canzaneri in the offense will try it on the field here. 2:49 left. Warriors trying to burn out the clock and come home with a victory. Handoff to a tailback. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for the Warriors as they keep on looking to burn out the clock. Warriors are in hurry-up offensive mode here. Got 2 receivers right, 1 left. Canzaneri will hand it off to a tailback. He has a seam. He's looking for the first. Brought down 2 yards short of the line to gain. 3rd down and 3 here for the Warriors. Canzaneri will hand it off to a tailback once again. This time for a 1st down. Gain of about 7 or 8 on the play. Warriors have another 1st down. Clock keeps on running. 1:25 left on the game clock. Warriors could take a knee and end this game right here.
Yeah, the Warriors are trying to burn the clock in any way, shape, or form to try to seal this victory. And once they hit that 1-minute 40-second mark, it's practically over for Clinton. When
2 receivers right. Canzaneri will hand it off to a tailback. He has a nice gap. Oh, pushed forward by offensive lineman. 1st down on the play, gain of 11. As that will be the final play of the game. The Curtis Warriors beat the Clinton Governors 27-8 on this gloomy Thursday night, that Halloween Eve here on the Castle on the Hill. Curtis pick up their momentum back after a tough loss last week at Erasmus Hall. Look to bring this momentum into next week's game here on the Castle on the Hill Friday night versus the Tonneville Pirates out of Huguenot. Daniel, it was a pleasure doing this game with you today. Thank you to everybody that made this game possible, and thank you to Daniel for setting everything up. Daniel, what did you think of the game tonight?
Yeah, it was very tense. I feel like they were sort of slacking off. They were kind of getting cocky. They knew this was going to be sort of an easy win. So once they realized what was happening, like their defense wasn't doing so good, they really knew they had to put 1 foot forward, another foot forward to really win this game. And it was a close game in the first. You would have thought it was an upset in the first half because of Clinton's very overperforming offense and defense until their star quarterback got injured, which was a devastating blow for Clinton and what I personally think might have made them not upset Curtis.
Yeah, Joshua Upegi, quarterback for Clinton, went down with an arm injury. Hope he's doing well. Got sent off the field. Wasn't on the sidelines after. Player of the game for the Curtis Warriors, quarterback Vin Canzaneri. 3 passing touchdowns on the day. About maybe 250 yards. and a great job escaping the pocket and getting the offense moving for the Warriors. That will do it all for the first ever Curtis High School media broadcast. We'll see you next time. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and make sure to leave a subscribe and a comment in the comment section down below. Tuning out from the castle on the hill.